probably can't hear me. There's a giant train passing behind me. Okay, so we're on an actual hiking trail right now. The train's really loud. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so like I was saying, we're gonna use this hiking trail to get to what I hope is some abandoned mines. I have no idea what condition they're in. I found them on the NMR map. So the coordinates weren't exactly spot on. There's like maybe 8 markers, depending on what, you know, we see in the area. So we'll see what we find. When I had originally plotted these out, I didn't realize that the Sheltoi Trace and the network of like trails that come off of it were even in this area. I just happened to see that on another set of maps I had. So it's kind of lucky. Now we're not going to have trails all the way to it. We're going to have to go off trail, but at least we've got some foot trails into the area. So that helps. We want to go this way. So we'll see what we see. The Forest Service probably, you know, covered them up or destroyed them. But you never know. Since they're off trail, maybe they think nobody will even go to look for them. So I've seen a lot of horse tracks, like hoof prints or whatever. TR616 recommended for horses. TR616A steep terrain, dismount or use TR616. I plotted 616 alpha, so that's the one we're going to use. Steep terrain. It's probably going down, honestly. Walking into spider webs like crazy. Regardless of the spider webs, it's kind of nice to have like an actual foot trail. I don't usually hike those anymore. It's been a while. So this is kind of nice for a change. It kind of takes me back to the day when I used to hike trails like this all the time. Okay, haven't seen the steep part yet. This must be it. There's like 2 signs that say dismount and lead. Oh yeah, it might storm today. That might be a thing that happens, I don't know. Basically 50% chance around 1700. So we'll see. I'm not incredibly worried about it. Might actually feel pretty good because it is warm out here. Okay, intersection. On the way back, we're going to go that way. We came from that way. This, however, is the trail we want right now. This is the actual Sheltoi Trace trail. Our first marker is going to take us off of this trail and to the right at some point up here. I think we're getting pretty close, honestly. Like I said, I have no idea what the condition of these are, or even if we'll be able to see where they were, because like I said, the coordinates, they were just abbreviated GPS coordinates. But still, it's worth a look. I mean, if it gets us in the right spot and we can see it, then we're good. Okay, this is not what I was looking for, but the trail's right there. I just happen to see this little dark hole up here. I'm just gonna go check it out. We're pretty close to the turnoff spot, and it's on the right side of where the mines are supposed to be, so it's kind of interesting. It's gated. You gotta be kidding me, man. You have got to be kidding me. That's a freaking mine. Look, it's all bricked up. Old brick, too. Freaking Forest Service, man. It's dry in there, bro. Come on. Okay, well, we know we're in the right spot at least. Maybe they didn't get the others. This one's right next to the trail, okay? So, it's obvious for people. Let's see if I can get a better look though. I hear water dripping. There's some cold air coming out of there too, man. We're in the right spot. Man, stupid gate. How is that? Oh, it's like welded. Yeah, we're not getting around that. It's welded and dug in. Okay, well, at least we know we're in the right spot. Forest Service, man. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate government? Okay, had to leave the trail back there. Now we're on what looks like maybe an old road. We don't have far to go here. In fact, I'm starting to see black spots up here. Please don't seal them up. Government. They barred it. You gotta be kidding me, man. Let's see what the bars look like. Same kind. Man, that's an even bigger hole too. I'm gonna go up here and see if there's anywhere past. Man, that one goes. It's got a little water in it, but it goes. This one's welded up too. Come on. The fog, man, humidity is crazy in there. Oh, I would totally go in. It's not even that deep. You can walk right through that. This one's in great shape too. Look how old this stonework is. These are old. Freaking government, dude. Look at this, man. This is freaking awesome. I cannot tell you how much I hate that. It's a lot. Okay, we're still looking. Maybe we'll get lucky. Thought we were supposed to be able to enjoy the outdoors. Look, this is one. Dated. DLAMCHCL TVA 2020. If I had my shovel, man, I bet I could dig it out too. Because this one's just been piled up, you know. Yeah, it's part of the mine. There's the coal seam right there. If I could dig it out, I would. Screw that, man. If you don't want to go in the mine, then you can stay out. But guess what? We're not all the same. And some of us have a little bit more experience and knowledge in certain areas than others. So one size fits all, it does not. I don't know why I'm ranting to you guys. You guys already know what's up. And if the National Forest Service is watching, leave us alone. We hired you and take care of the infrastructure around it. As far as the stuff that's on it, it's not yours, it's ours. We paid for it. Come quite a ways up the creek here. Basically at the end, close to it. I don't see anything here. Could have been piled. They did try and pile some of these up at least. Man, you can't even crawl in that. It's freaking collapsed, yo. I wouldn't even go in there even if I could. So your stupid gate's pointless. How much did we get charged for that? For your pointless little gate. It's immediately collapsed. Still they put a gate up. These freaking people, man. There's a waterfall. Can somebody do me a favor and ask the government if I can look at the waterfall? I don't see a gate anywhere, so they might have missed it. Just so you know, government, you missed it. You need to put up a gate around the waterfall too, for safety. Because if I stick my head under that and open my mouth and try to breathe, I'll drown. So we need to be safer. You know what? Why don't we just gate off the whole national forest? I'm sorry. I know. It's not your fault. I know. Most of you probably agree with me. You don't get to see me mad very often, so quit whining. Trail's right over here. Get back on that. See, this is what I get for hiking the normal trails. And this is why I don't hike normal trails. This is why I make my own trail into the wilderness, because places like this, while they may be all pretty, they're safe, they're taken care of. It's not wild. It's just not. I mean, it's still nature, don't get me wrong, but it's not like where I'm used to going. And that's why I go to the places I do, because that's where the good stuff is. All right, we're going off trail now. Looks like down across the creek. And then the markers that we're looking for here are on the other side of the creek. The good news is I don't see a trail or anything over here. We're not, it ain't far from the trail though. Well, at least if it turns out to be nothing, then at least you don't have to go far to find out. They just climbed up from the little stream. There might be a bank over here. You know, the side of a hill. Carved out maybe. There's a rock wall, but I'm thinking we may be too high up. Is this an overhang or is this real deal? It could come from above. These rocks over here are a little lower and they got shale. That's a good sign. That looks like a freaking sinkhole, if you ask me. Sinkhole means possible collapse. Water coming from here. That's coming from a submerged mine. She's pretty much right on the money. There it is. What's left of it? I think it used to be right there. A lot of water coming out of there. A whole lot. All right. Going the right way. We need to go that way. So we got more markers up here. I keep coming back up to this rock outcropping that this is following, but I shouldn't do that. It draws my attention to it because I always see black holes in it, but that rock outcropping is way too high for the coal seam here. Coal seam's much lower, so I gotta stay low, because that's where they're gonna be. It just keeps drawing my attention is all. Look at all this shale. This is literally all piled up shale. Where did it come from? That leads me to believe that any mine is going to be in there, not down there, because they would have drug it out and piled it here. Yeah, keep coming back to the rock overhang. It's interesting. More water coming out of the ground here. They could have went in here. Maybe. Seems kind of risky for obvious reasons, but there's water coming out of the ground right below it. Whoa, Nelly, what's this? What are we doing? Yeah, that's coal. That's the seam. It went in here. Through here. Right, this might have been right near the top of the ceiling right here. I feel cold air hitting me in the face, period, because it's just coming out from between the rocks. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's enough to feel it. But now we know where the coal seam is right here. That makes sense. It is low in this area, real low. Another sinkhole. I'm starting to think these sinkholes, I'm starting to think they're collapsed mine. We need to stay low, man. I gotta stay low. Gotta stay low, man. That's where the coal is. We're looking at that way, apparently. Interesting. Cut through over here. This looks like an old road, and it's going the right way. Could have been the old road to them. We're not far now. Yeah, there's some coal in the ground there. Really? That's underground coal. That's not surface coal. Like, big chunks like this only come from underground, in my experience. Look at this. Supports, pipe, foundation, concrete foundation. This was big, man. This was big deal. So that's something. What's this? That's low, isn't it? What is that? Is that a mine? Oh yeah, buddy. Didn't know about this one. Digit Forest Service. Whoops. Maybe you should, I don't know, walk your own property every now and then. Just saying. F you. Set my pack down for a minute. I had to eat a cookie anyway. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're not going in that one. That's a mine though. That one's dead. Now we know that's not the reason they didn't gate it. Because remember, we saw the other one. They gated it and it was even more collapsed than that one. What is this? Oh snap, son. We might have a deal. Looks like it came down hard. May as well go look. Man, look how straight this one was. Let's go see. I don't have my helmet, but I don't think we're going that far. If it's collapsed. If it's not, there's another turn. And obviously, go get my helmet. Looks like there might be a turn right there. What's that? It could be offshoots. Go take a look. That was something. It came down. I don't think they really did too much on this side. Just cut it out a little bit. Definitely not getting through that. I don't think this is a good area for mines. I mean, it never really has been, but still, that's pretty rough. That's real rough. Man, this was a good one too. Old one, very old. You can't even see where the cart tracks were. Told you there were mines. And they were going into both sides of this little hill. I knew it. They were going to be low no matter what. They were going to be low. That one's super done, but there is coal there. Definitely collapsed. What does this do? Nothing. Just a water cutout. There's a bunch of entrances here. They're just gone or small. Nothing like the one we just saw back there. Alright. We did manage to eke out a little bit of a mine. We would have already been in several. I found them. They're just not accessible. Look at this one. So here, like the rock wall seal, it's not broken. This first one I've seen, it was intact. That's crazy. Now look how old that is. Like, that's old. This was another entrance, I bet. Kind of looks like it was. Yeah. It's covered, man. I don't think it was that low. Okay. I think it maybe got filled in or something. There's the seam over there. Definitely mine. Wow. That is a lightning strike. 100%. I've seen that before. That's pretty new too. Wow, blue wood all the way out here. Piece in the tree there. Oh, all the way up, man. I probably killed the tree. Yeah, it struck it right there. Bummer. Okay, coming out of the valley now. This feels like bear country, and I know it probably is. Okay, we're on the right track. It's 1700, still no storm, but doesn't mean anything. Could just be late. We're back down at the creek now. Look at all that coal washed up. Pretty close to, I think, the last marker. Maybe the second to last, and maybe another one. But I'm not seeing the exact spot. Unless it's that right there. What is that? I mean, yeah, it's pretty legit. That is a big black hole. Definitely in the coal seam. Man, don't be collapsed, man. Total collapse. I don't know, man. I don't see a coal seam anywhere, but I think that's it down there. I think it was further down on the ground. This might have just been a really big opening and it's fallen, eroded, whatever. Definitely not getting past that though. Yeah. Okay, there is the coal seam right there. Right, I see it now. And that is beneath the floor that we were just looking at. So yeah, I was right. It was a lot lower, used to be. And the ceiling fell down on top of it and made it look higher than it was. Okay, might have one more chance. Okay, we're close to last marker. What's it gonna be? Survey says probably a dud. Maybe if I say it's gonna be a dud, it won't be. There's a road up there. Definitely used to be a road. Had to have been. It says it's right here, man. I don't know about that. We're too high. You can't be up against that rock cliff. It has to be down here. Maybe now I kind of do see something. Maybe. No, it's a rock cliff, Jed. And how many times I tell you this, Jed, but the mine can't be up against the rock cliff. Alright, fine, I'll bite. I'm just gonna go look. Okay, yeah, no. That's a rock cliff, just like I said. It's not gonna be a mine with a rock cliff, unless there is right there, which I think there is. Yes, there is. That's where all that water's coming from. It is gushing. And there's a rock wall they built. Are you kidding me? It really was against the rock cliff. It's obviously full of water. Man, there's some cold air coming out of there. Full collapse. You can see the rock masonry work. All of that water is coming from this, man. That is crazy. I don't know how they would have kept up with that back in the day when they were actually mining it. That's a lot of water. All of it is coming out of that mine. Wow. A little waterfall. I think it's mainly just from the excess coal they dumped here. We need to get up there. Might be a trail up there. I think we can cross over here and get up there. Some modern trash. Might really be a trail up here. Yeah, there is. Huh. How about that? It's going the way we want to. Right on. That cross country stuff, man. I'll wear you out. I'm gonna feel this later. Sheltoe trace is right here. 625 Alpha. We want to go this way. 3¼ miles, because we're parked at the US 27 trailhead, so 3¼ miles. I know. We're gonna take a slightly different way back. We're not taking that little trail that we came in on. We're gonna go around it, another trail. All right, 2 miles-ish. This is where we split off and take the other trail I plotted. This is actually the Sheltoe Trace. Of course, I got to contend with spider webs all over again because I haven't been this way to clear them. Man, I've crossed this creek like 5 times now. Trail needs to pick a side. Big rock overhang with sun behind it. Water coming off. Pretty stuff. Wow, this is pretty cool looking. Little waterfall, kind of a real one. This place is definitely prettier than most of the places we search for mines in. But, I mean, it's Daniel Boone National Forest for a reason. So, there's that. But we're pretty close back to the car. Almost back to the car, I should say. It's a good little trail. And we found some mines, you know, nothing too extravagant, nothing we need to come back for. Put it that way. Hey, but like, share, subscribe, comment, huh? Yeah. Okay, thanks, bye.